Today I'm gonna show you how to build a LEGO Sidecar. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are here with a very famous LEGO character, Johnny Thunder, and here we have a police motorbike that we're gonna use to start to make our new LEGO tutorial for a sidecar. So first thing first, we are gonna need to remove this element from the bike, and now we have just the bike itself. So this is actually very good because we can start to pose our Johnny Thunder on top, so we have an idea of the space that we have to build. We're gonna need to flex the legs a little bit, and here is the starting point. So you can see we don't have many attachment points. We could clip something here at the bottom, we can add something inside there, and not much else. So the solution I find to go around this is to use this sort of lightsaber thing. I have 2 quarter tiles here on this side, and then at the front we are gonna add some lights and a little bit of extra detail, and we are gonna add these actually loose here in the middle. So we can actually do it like this. We're gonna flip Johnny up, connect this over here, and there we go. So now we have already an interesting structure for our bike. If you look from the right perspective, of course this is loose, but it's already a good start. The rest we are gonna actually connect to the back of Johnny. So here we're gonna add a 1x2 tile at the back, and then we're gonna have another structure that we are gonna actually add at the upper part of his legs. So here we are gonna have another one of these. I'm gonna use this micro figure to add a little bit of detail to the back of the bike, and then we're gonna use some modified bricks. This one is with the stud on top, to which I can connect this bag that is gonna be on the side of the motorbike, and then another modified brick with 2 studs on the side, on 2 sides. So over at the top here, where I added these 3 prongs, I'm gonna add a wheel, so we have a spare wheel for the bike, even though it's much smaller than the one that is actually using. And over here we are gonna add this as some sort of exhaust. So this is just gonna connect here at the back part, on the top part of his legs. We can push this back in, and now already you can see we have a pretty good motorbike for Johnny that looks pretty good. And you can already use it like this if you like. But as I say, today we are building a sidecar. So I need to build a structure coming off on this side to complete it. So what I'm gonna use is this one. First we need to add one bar to run through in there that is gonna provide us with an attachment point. So this is the 3rd wheel that I have set up already, and this is gonna connect to the bar. We are just gonna add a little bit of extra details. We are gonna add a mudguard in dark gray over here, and then a sort of sitting area for whatever passenger he might have. At the back side, we're gonna add a couple of brackets. So we have a small one and a tall one. It's gonna connect here at the back with this 1x1 inside there, and you will see in a moment why. So this is gonna connect here, and as you can see, this part is gonna connect over, I mean, it's not gonna connect, but it's gonna touch there. This will give us the chance to still drive the vehicle. So we just need to regulate everything so that we have enough space for the wheels to go. Something is touching, I think is the legs at the back here. Okay, now it's working. And this also will allow to give an angle to the build. So if I push this a little bit, then we can have it a little bit on an angle. If I push it down, then you see the difference. This is a little bit on the side. This is a little bit more straight. Okay, but already has a sort of inclination like if it's going on a curve. Now it's time to add a little bit of extra details over here, of course. So over here we're gonna add this on the side. So this is gonna complete the side part of the sidecar. At the front we are gonna have this structure with this boat sort of tile. I'm gonna connect these at the top. So we have a curve feature and some glass, and then I'm gonna use this modified plate to connect to that same bar at the bottom, slide it into position, and then we already have a quite interesting look to this sidecar. Now, at the back side, I'm going to actually use one regular Lego car seat with an inverted tile at the back. This is going to connect to this 1x1 that I added earlier, and it's going to create a sort of compartment to which he can store all the stuff that he needs for his travels, for his adventures. So over here we can start to add some different kind of tools. So here we're going to add a whip. Sometimes it needs to go by reverse, so we can add a couple of these over there. Here I have some sort of cloth piece. Gonna add a little bit of interesting details. We can have a pickaxe over there. We can have a shovel, and even a gun if he's gonna meet some baddies. So it's gonna be something like this. Then you can play around with it a little bit to find the right way to connect everything. And I think it's looking pretty nice, and I'm quite happy with this. Now, I'm not quite done yet. I want to create a little diorama for this one as well. I built this, by the way, for the 25th anniversary of Adventurers contest over on Eurobricks. I will put a link down below if you want to go and check it out. For the little diorama for this, I decided to go very simple with a black frame on the side. And here I actually have one of the new road plates. And I started to add a little bit of details over here. So we have all many different kind of wedge plates, a little bit of stones, a little bit of greenery, and a little bit of water here. I'm gonna add these over here, and then another one over here on the side. So we create basically the road where we can place this one in between, and we can add a little bit of more detail. So over here a little bit of a taller plant, this head piece to create another rock. We can have a little frog over here, maybe this one on the side, another piece of sort of greenery kind of thing. We can add a little snake here at the front, something like this. And then I thought also we can add a little crocodile coming out here of this swamp. I'm gonna add a tile just to get a little bit of additional detail. And this is my final version, my final diorama for Johnny Thunder and his sidecar. I hope you like this new tutorial, and if you like this kind of simple Lego tutorials, I recommend you to go and check out one that I built quite some time ago, which is a lawn mowers Lego tutorial. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao!